Today I want to talk to you about how to make micro content and what exactly it is. So the other day I did a live video and in it I was talking about micro content briefly, and I thought to myself after, I wonder how many people actually don't know what micro content is. I mean, given the name of it, we can kind of figure it out, but I thought I would create a video on it and just help you understand a little bit better about what it is, why we use it, and how to go about creating it. So just to give you a little bit of an insight, one of the ways that I work with a lot of my social media clients is each week I try and have a theme with them, or I try and create a theme out of content that I have from them. I do a lot of video with my clients, so we do pre-prepare a lot of the video and I try and theme everything around that. So I look at the main video that we make as, say, a pillar piece of content. What I mean by that is, it's generally the longest piece of content. It's got the most information in it. And then everything else we create in that week tends to point back to that piece of pillar content, or is a message that we've pulled out of that pillar content. There are a few exceptions. I know some of my clients might see this and go, you don't do that with me, but yes, there are a few exceptions. But for the most part, that's how I try and operate, to not only keep things simple, but also to not confuse the audience. So if some of the audience gets this bit of information this week and some of them get this bit of information this week, it kind of all points back to a core message. So as I alluded to before, our core pillar content tends to have a lot of little nuggets throughout, a lot of pieces of gold that we can pull out and treat as standalone content. And the reason why this has become important, and the reason why we do this, is you think about the social media platforms in general and the trends that have been happening, and we see that there's 10-second video, there's 15-second video, there's 30, 60-second video, there's images, there's 140 character tweets, now 280 characters. The point is that the content is smaller and bite-sized because people are time poor. They're also fatigued with the amount of content. So the way I like to look at micro content is not only just about a timestamp on it, making it short and snappy. I like to think, how do we get rid of all the fluff and just get to the heart of the matter? What is the quickest way to say what we need to say, get in and get out? So that might be with an image, that might be with a video, that might be with a question, that might be with text. Any way you look at it, the point is that you're delivering a nugget of information in a bite-sized way. People can consume it and move on with their life. So now that we've looked at what is micro content and why do we use it, let's look at the how. And this is going to be pretty quick. The premise of this is basically, which platforms do you exist on and do you like using it? And what does that platform dictate of you? So for example, if you're on Instagram, you pretty much only have a couple of options. You can post a photo or you can post a video that's up to 60 seconds. And then in Instagram stories, you only have 15 seconds to create a video. And yes, there are ways to hack the system. You can put something longer together using certain apps that are around, or if you know how to use something like Adobe Premiere Pro, you can create a story out of that. But essentially, you only have limited variations of content you can create for that platform. So you just have to figure out what you want to do and how you will create it. What I love about using video as your pillar piece of content is if you can edit, or you have a team that can edit for you, you can literally put video on every platform. You just need to make something that is meaty and hearty for your audience, and then you can go in and you can pick it apart and make it relevant for Instagram, optimize it for Instagram, figure out something that you say that's particularly helpful or useful or inspiring and turn that into a quote. You can put nuggets out on LinkedIn, you can put them on Twitter, you can put them on Facebook. It really is up to you to figure out what that piece of gold is and then distribute it. And you don't need to distribute it in the form that it was originally given in. So as I suggested before, maybe you set it in a video, but now you can turn it into text, or you can find a way to turn it into an image. But that is how you create micro content. have one main piece of content and learn how to pull multiple pieces out of it. So I hope that's given you a better understanding of what micro content is. I want to know in the comments below, do you already create micro content or has this helped you out? Make sure you hit the bell and subscribe to this channel. There's tons more video coming out this month and this year, and if you want to see the schedule for it, you can go to our Facebook page at 11 Lights Media, and I've got a schedule there of all the videos that we've got coming out on YouTube this month.